Wow. I don't even know how this is looking. I haven't even checked. But just gonna go with this. I don't really know where I'm going. But I'm sitting here. It's 11:23. Oh, and it's the 23rd. Had chocolate a little bit too late, so even though I've been up since 4:30 in the morning, I'm going to sleep soon, but I am sitting here and contemplating a lot. And I decided to flip the camera, turn the camera on, and see what happens. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to blah. Wow. You know, there's some powerful times right now, my friends. These are powerful, powerful times. And we are all experiencing it in a different way, obviously. We all have our own individual journey to go through and a healing journey to go through. And, no, it's so funny, interesting, amazing, wild, crazy about this life. So unexpected. Things happen and we think, or at least I'll speak for myself, things happen and I think, oh wow, this is why it's happening, and then to find out that, oh, I guess not. And the bottom line is, and here's the bottom line, okay, is that there is a greater plan. Okay, maybe that's the message, because I have no idea. I just turn on the camera without really having a message, and hopefully my shirt is not even falling. But there is a divine plan. So the divine plan is our greatest, and trust me, that by itself pisses me off sometimes. But the bottom line is the divine plan, our greatest evolution, growth, and healing is always priority number one. Number one. Us embodying, not just knowing, but embodying our true divine nature and really fully stepping into our soul purpose. And you guys, soul purpose is not an occupation. It's not your mission on the planet. There is an earthly mission. And whatever your gifts are, whatever our own individual gifts, yes, that's one mission. But there's another mission. And that's the unspoken mission. And the mission of being a light worker. And a light worker, it doesn't just look like doing good things in the world, which it is, of course. A light worker is one that holds the space of love. No matter what happens in life, No matter who crosses our path, no matter how painful life can get or life gets, our job as light workers is to keep our hearts open. That's always the question. Are you willing to keep your heart open now, even though you're sitting with somebody that might be closed or guarded and even pushing you away? And I'm not saying that we need to force anyone into anything. Everybody is gonna come to their own healing in their own time and open their hearts when they are ready and willing. And that is such a unique gift, to be able to cultivate that patience and that willingness to allow the space for that healing and openness to happen. Always as an observer, and returning back to loving every single aspect of myself. You know, it's like, call it humbling or whatever. Like, every time I get to the point of, oh, yes, I love myself so much, and I'm growing so much, and I've learned so much, and then kaboom! You're still loving yourself, Noah? You're still appreciating yourself? Can you still look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you? You are the most incredible and precious gift in my life. And you know, it's, I haven't done that today. Well, that's not true. I did it in the morning. But I haven't done it yet. And the last few hours I've been just processing some things on the matter of what I'm talking about right now, without getting into the personal details. But I haven't done that. I got home, and you know, I can't really numb myself anymore. Like, it's just impossible, because I'm so aware of everything that is happening and everything that is being felt and the pain. And so even though I might try and do things that you consider numbing, because even though I don't use hard drugs, or I don't drink, or I don't eat junk food, but even if it's the simple fact of eating, knowing that I'm not hungry, and it's all healthy, I'm like sprouted almonds, you know, whatever. But it's like, do I really need that food? No. There's a void. There's just a void on the inside, and let's stuff my face and see what happens. And it's kind of awesome when you get to the point where it's impossible to numb. It's just impossible. Can work on the computer and do all kind of stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm so present to what I'm actually feeling. So it's a gift. It really is a gift, because it's a gift to feel. When we are able to feel, we're able to heal. It might not feel so pleasant all the time, but here's the question: how willing are you to go into the discomfort? I'm telling you, it's like, the more I practice that, it's almost like I'm excited. It's like, bring on the discomfort. Let me just see how I handle it this time. And there's a little fear there because it's like, oh shit, I don't want to go through it again. But that's really, it's so cute. I just love that part that always wants to avoid that discomfort. And now what I'm seeing is that a situation that I thought, oh, I'm going to turn into this love story, turn into an opportunity for me to see how much can I go into the discomfort in a different way than in the past. And I'm just giving myself some credit because definitely went into the discomfort. Few patterns from the past did come up and trying to cope with it in a way that I know it's not in my highest. It's just perfect. Just acknowledging it. And also acknowledging how, wow, yeah, totally nailed it. And here's, I thought there was the bottom line. There's no bottom line to this. So if you're still watching, bless your heart. And, in those moments, love the crap out of yourself and really give yourself credit. There's no such thing as small steps, really. I'm starting to see it more and more, which cultivates a lot more compassion for others as well. It's like, wow, the ability, and we might not understand because we all have a different experience, and it's not about like, oh, I need to understand what they're going through, because I might never understand. Some of you might be watching and like, what is this crazy girl talking about? And that's fine. It's not about that. It's having the ability, rather if I understand or not, having the ability to step out of my own experience for a moment and put myself in the experience of the other person, like really seeing life from their point of view. And that's why connections are so important, and really getting to know somebody and listen. Because when we listen to people's stories, we find more compassion and understanding. Like, oh, that's what happened to you when you were 12. No wonder that this is what's playing right now. And it's not from a place of judging it as right or wrong. No, not trying to fix it. Just understand and have compassion. For me, it helps in cultivating the ability of allowing that space for transformation to happen without me forcing it or doing anything. Just inspired action. If spirit calls and I'm supposed to play a part in that transformation, and then thy shall be done. But this is a big one that I'm nailing, and on this one is I'm not here to fix or save anyone, and I know this already. Yet I'm getting even a better opportunity to really super practice that right now. And how does it look like to fully allow the space for the transformation to happen within myself, huh? Yeah, that's the only transformation that I need to look at. And then in my prayers and in my heart to hold and allow that space for the transformation of another. Because if you're anything like me and you can feel a guarded heart, I don't want to call it closed because burping some almonds. At the end of the day, none of us carries a closed heart. That's just not true. I'm just getting to it now, actually. No such thing as a closed heart. It's like our default state is love. It just is. and it gets covered with all kind of shit. So it's the same thing. No such thing as a closed heart. The heart way of being is open. It's just like our natural state of being is love. But the heart just gets covered with all kind of crap. Those are the guards and the shields. But underneath it, the heart is always open. It's just like underneath all that BS, there's a pure love shining from the center of your being. Every single being, no matter how despicable or horrible that person may perceive to be. So, maybe the bottom line of this video is my prayer for all guards and walls and shields to be taken down, and for radical forgiveness to take place. And I know it's an inside job, and I want to remind you that as well, my dear friends that are still watching this. If you are, maybe I'm just talking to one person, and that's fine. Talking to myself, that's the only person really. So radical forgiveness to happen. Forgiving ourselves and forgiving everyone else. And start living from that place that our soul knows to be the truth, which is that state of love and surrender and receiving love, receiving support, allowing another to come in with trust. Because the more we affirm that trust, the more we will attract those that we can trust. We get burned. We get burned, and we want to stop trusting, and we want to stop allowing people in, but that's not going to help anything, because that's just going to keep affirming a reality that we can trust and we can allow, and we keep that guard full force. And if we just allow ourselves to get burned and to feel the pain that burn is bringing, but deep inside that that's not the truth, yeah? Then transformation happens, transmutation. And we invite that energy into our hearts, into our lives, and those beings will show up again and again, showing us how much we can trust, how much we can let go, how much we can be held and be supported, that we can allow ourselves to stop carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, and just soften. It's like this hardening because there's this false idea that we need to protect, we need to guard. Fuck. Wow. So you want to be a light worker, yeah? When you recognize that in another, just allow the space for transformation to happen. Maybe that's the bottom line. Yeah, allow the space for that transformation to happen, because the only transformation, the real transformation that happens is through love. That's really is. And it takes wisdom to know what would love do now. At any given moment, to tune in, what would love do now? What would love do now? What would love do now? Sometimes love just takes a step back and allow things to unravel. And sometimes love says something. And sometimes it's just one word that needs to be spoken in this space. So we know. We know. It's just cherish those beings in your life that provide you that space and that love and that support and are always there to hold you. And not only that are there to hold you, but are willing to be held by you. Because, man, it sucks when you feel somebody's pain and baggage, what they're carrying, and all you want to do is just hold them, and they're not willing to be held. Maybe they're not willing to be held by you. That's fine too. That fucking hurts. So yeah, just cherish, value those beings in your life that are not only there to hold you when you need to, but are so open, willing to receive you when you are there to hold them. Yep. I am gonna go to sleep soon. I love you a lot. Sweet dreams. Sat Nam.